Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. Word is bond, love is love. Like, comment, subscribe, and do all the above. And if you ain't doing anything today, follow my Instagram. RugerRose23 is the place to be. All right, we got a busy day today. We got 2 videos we got to do. But before we get into the second video, which is a prediction video, because we got a big weekend ahead of us this weekend. We got to talk about what happened last night on All Elite Wrestling, which is part of the weekend as well, because it will be on All Out. We have a world title match on All Out. Good. How did we get there? Well, let's get into it. So, Jon Moxley came out in the beginning of the show. He kicked off the show. And as he was standing there, he was paraded with cheers and boos, mixed reaction. Because, of course, we were in Chicago. And what you were hearing is what was to be expected. So, Moxley came out and pretty much talked about last week. And if you have been living under a rock in the last 7 days, then you would know that Jon Moxley beat CM Punk to become the undisputed AEW World Champion in record time. Record time being 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I thought it was 5. No, it was 3. It was 3 minutes. I think I said 3 minutes in the video too. I wasn't sure. But regardless of it, record time, beat him for the title. Boom. And Moxley pretty much started off with that. He's like, Chicago, I know you love your boy, but I think they're still cleaning him up in Cleveland. So Moxley went on and on, talked about CM Punk, talked about how CM Punk was known as the 60-minute man. But Moxley said, I have 57 minutes left to spare. Did you? So, he just went on with that, talking about Punk. He said, fragile mind, fragile body, weak spirit, something like that. He said, I know he said fragile mind and fragile body. I think he said weak-willed and weak-spirited or something like that, something along those lines, but he said something like that. So he's pretty much just running on Punk, pretty much saying how he felt about the match and everything. He was like, I'm sorry, Chicago, but your boy isn't what he was. He's not what he used to be. Then, as he got that out the way, all that out the way, he says, or he pulled out a contract that was an open contract to anybody, for anybody to sign to face Jon Moxley this Sunday at All Out for the AEW World Title. And I said this, and I remember I said this, I think last week, either in the preview video or the post video. I think I said Jon Moxley, like I feel like since nothing happened on Dynamite, I felt like Jon Moxley was going to come out and say, oh, well, who wants a shot at the title? Because again, Jon Moxley would fight anybody. It don't matter the case. And I was right. Exactly what it was. That's exactly what he came out with. He had a contract. He said anybody can sign it. He actually left it. He actually dropped it in the ring. And he left with the contract in the ring. He left it there. So as Moxley was leaving, some dude from the back just came out, got in the ring, took the contract, put it in his pocket, and went backstage. Hold that moment, because that's important. So it didn't take long for CM Punk to respond. It took him about an hour to respond, but almost in the 9 o'clock hour, here comes CM Punk coming out. And he's getting a little bit of boos himself, which is interesting. Like, usually when CM Punk comes out in Chicago, his hometown, you know, the place that sees Punk as a god, you know what I'm saying? He usually gets cheered out the building. When he came out, a little bit of a mixed reaction, mixed bag. Like he's still getting praise, but it was still there was a little bit of booze in there. And I was like, huh, interesting. Okay. Now Punk's demeanor looked defeated. He looked defeated. He looked bad. And as his demeanor showed, so was the tone in his voice. He pretty much saying, you know, June 1st, I broke my leg. I broke my foot. No, June 1st, he learned that he broke his foot because he didn't realize that he was wrestling on a broken foot. So he made it worse. June 8th, he had surgery. And from there, he felt just horrible about the situation and everything. He just felt bad. You know, and now, based on all that, actually, before I even get in there, my man had a rebuttal for a fan in the crowd. So Punk said, he had, I think, was it 3 metal plates and 16 screws? I think he said something like that. I know he said 16 screws. The minute he said 16 screws, I think a fan just made noise or booed or whatever the case is, right? So then Punk rebuttals that. And he says 16 screws is about the many times you never got screwed. Something like that. But it was a sexual joke. The crowd went like, oh, you know, Punk just doing things, and then Punk's like, I should have never said that. like, and then from here we just got sad Punk. Punk was just putting himself down. He was like, for 2 months I was out. I couldn't walk Larry. You know, I couldn't do anything. And then, you know, after last week, I felt like I let y'all down. I felt like I let my family down. I felt like I let Chicago down. His little sister was in the front row. He felt like he let her down. And now he was sitting there talking about, I don't think I got it anymore. So while I was watching this, I was like, man, Punk, shut up. like Punk, you sound crazy. But as he was talking, I was just like, something's gonna happen. Like, cause it ain't sound, I don't know, bro. Sounding, I don't know. Sound a little iffy. Like, I feel like if this was heel Punk that we're supposed to be going into, then we're just showing it. Like, this is showing it right here. Cause fans were not having it. Fans were kind of booing him. They were like, boo. Not heavy boos, but you can hear the crowd just like, nah, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? And as he's talking, the same dude that in the beginning of the show picked up the contract in the ring comes down for CM Punk. Now, as we learned, this is Ace Steel. This is the guy that has been training CM Punk since day one. So pretty much he's been training Punk since CM Punk's early and beginning days of wrestling. So he's been here for all this time for everything. So I guess they're like really, really close best friends. Well, as Ace Steel said, they're family. As Taz said on commentary, they're like longtime friends. So Ace has come out. He's like, this ain't you. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're saying right now, but this ain't you. You lost. So what? You know, things like trying to big up his friend. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make him feel good and everything. He also said, a line that if you really listen to it, it's crazy. He said, this venue got sold out 1 year ago when it was a rumor at the time that you were coming back to professional wrestling. Now, it's a crazy line to think about, but if you actually really think about it, we know damn well CM Punk was coming back that night. Let's be factual. If he did not come back that night, oh my God, yo, that crowd would have. Oh my God. But that's a whole different. That's a whole another story for another time. But Ace is just pretty much saying here, he's trying to motivate Punk. He's like, this isn't you. You gotta pick yourself up. You gotta fight. Next thing you know, bitch slaps him. It's like a stiff slap. Wasn't loud, wasn't crazy, but it was a slap. It was a message. He's like, listen, you're gonna pick yourself up and you're gonna fight. Takes the contract that Jon Moxley dropped in the ring. He said, you're gonna sign this contract and you're gonna fight Moxley at All Out. And the crowd is going crazy. They're losing their mind. All of a sudden, Punk went from miserable and depressed to highly motivated. And apparently, Chicago's savior. Like it's insane, bro. Like, Punk did a whole 360, bro, and it is crazy. Punk's like, this is Chicago. We don't quit. We don't do this. Like, all that, bro. Like, my man was just ball full of energy out of nowhere. I'm like, bro, what the hell? I'm like, what? It's crazy. But as Punk was talking and everything, he says, we are Chicago. Right? Last words, signs the contract. Boom. There it is. We got Jon Moxley, CM Punk 2 for the AEW World Title at All Out. Now, I want to say one thing. While that segment, actually, before I even get there. Now, that happened. Now, I want to say, I think maybe after we had a match. We had a FTR and Warlow versus, I don't know who they faced, but that was just to prepare them for All Out because they got a match. But after that, we went to commercial. Then we came back from commercial. Here comes Moxley walking down the ramp. And I guess he's going to respond to what Punk said. And Moxley, again, it don't matter who he's facing. He gonna do what he got. He gonna do whatever. And he pretty much was like, if this is what your boy wanna do, no problem. He said, I'm gonna bring brutality and violence. Moxley Punk 2 All Out for the AEW World Title. I'm with it. Now, back to what I was gonna say. I'm gonna be honest with you. While that CM Punk promo was emotional, I'm sure very emotional, I'm gonna be honest with you. They only specifically did that because they were in Chicago. Like, he ain't getting away with that. He was not gonna get away with that anywhere else. I am sorry. I'm being honest. He was not gonna get away with that anywhere else. He probably would have got booed. Not heavy, but he would have got booed anywhere else. If it wasn't for Chicago, if they weren't in Chicago, that promo don't exist. That promo don't exist. The reaction don't exist. The emotion doesn't exist. Well, the emotion probably exists, but I think the atmosphere would be way different if it wasn't Chicago. So I'm just gonna point that out. Now, about the match. I figured we would do this again. I mean, why not? I mean, listen, what happened last week was just one of those things where it's just like, whoa, what the hell? What happened? You know what I'm saying? So I figured this was going to happen. I figured it was going to go down like that. Something had to happen. We're going to have something. I thought Punk wasn't 100% at first. If he wasn't 100%, there was no point in making this match. It's like, no. But we're doing the rematch is happening. Who wins? See, now that they're doing this again, right? And we're going to be in Chicago, and it's in Chicago, so obviously Punk's going to have the home field advantage, especially after that damn promo. Especially after that promo. He's going to definitely have the home field advantage. I feel like something's going to happen. And I mean that in terms of, you know how we're supposed to be seeing heel Punk at some point? I get a feeling we're going to see a gist of that on Sunday. I feel like Punk is going to bend the rules to become world champion. I feel that way wholeheartedly. I feel like the ref going to get knocked down, and then, you know, Moxley and Punk are just going at it. And then they're exchanging, and Punk gets the better exchange, then boom, like a low blow or something. And then to a GTS or Anaconda, you know, it's something. I feel like Punk is gonna do something. I feel like Punk is gonna win this Sunday. That's gonna probably bother me, maybe. I don't know right now. But like half my brain is saying I don't know what's gonna happen, but the other half of my brain is saying I feel like CM Punk is gonna win because he's gonna cheat his way to win. Like, if we're going to see heel Punk, I feel like he's going to have to do something this Sunday. I feel like something's going to happen. And then, boom, he's world champion again. I don't know, bro. It's feeling like that. But I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. I ain't putting the cart before the horse. I'm not really gonna guess I don't want to guess what's gonna happen, even though I'm gonna make a prediction video about it anyway. But you know, we'll talk about it on Saturday, because that's when I'll do my predictions. But yeah, it's been Rose, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love, support. As always, you already know what it is. The other video I have to do today is another prediction video, because we have 3 pay-per-views tomorrow, this weekend. 3. Starting with Clash at the Castle on Saturday. Worlds Collide at 4:30 on Sunday. And then All Out at 8 o'clock on Sunday. Hopefully I could see all 3 and I could talk about all 3. If I can't, then damn. I don't know, bro, but hey, it is what it is. I got the Worlds Collide prediction video coming up after this. Then Thursday, we talk about Clash at the Castle. Have a prediction video. No, today is Thursday. I'm bugging. Today is Thursday. Worlds Collide prediction video today. Clash at the Castle prediction video tomorrow. All Out prediction video on Saturday either before Clash at the Castle or after. Probably most likely after I do my Clash at the Castle review. And then Sunday, in the beginning, it'll be the Worlds Collide review. Then I probably won't do an All Out review till like 12 or 1, because you know how All Out is. Like, you know how it is like AEW pay-per-views, like 4 to 5 hours. So it'll probably be a minute, but you already know what it is, man. We here, man. We got a busy week. We got a busy couple days, so let's do what we gotta do. So until next time, peace, love, 100. Hear it?